Hello and welcome. Today I'm bringing you a match from the game called World of Cruises, and I am in the Tier 7 US cruiser, the Pepsicola. This is a match on the map Two Brothers. It's fairly recent, so the B and C caps are kept. I'm heading towards the A cap, but anyways, my modules are main armaments modification 1, which is the one that lowers my chance of main batteries being destroyed. Then I use the anti-air range module in the second slot. In the third slot I use propulsion modification so that my engine doesn't get broken, and the fourth slot is the one which lowers my rudder shift time. Commander skill wise I use these, which is basics of survivability, expert marksman and vigilance. If I get 4 points, which I do after this match, I get AFT. Wait, no, I get Demolition Expert. So anyways, the reason why I'm heading towards the A cap is because the A cap has that little notch where you can be inside the cap zone, but still be behind an island, more or less. So you can contest the cap without risking your ship, and the problem is that because, you know, everyone on both teams is either a battleship or a cruiser pretty much, except that one DD. It's rather important to be safe because I'm in a Pepsicola, which means that my concealment is 15.2 kilometers, which is really bad. So everybody will see me, and my armor isn't the greatest, so things will easily citadel me. So I just really want to stay safe. So that's why I'm gonna go over there to the cap zone. As you can see, the buoy line is still in a position where if I slow down properly, I will not be visible by the enemy team, most of it anyway, and I will still be able to contest the A cap. I think this Königsberg is trying to do the same thing essentially, so I guess we'll be doing the same thing. Unfortunately, you know, I don't know how much he wants to do this, like whether he wants to actually be next to the island or not, but I do, so that's why I go in front of him and get into the position. So now that I'm inside the cap zone, I start slowing down. If I see some enemies, then I will obviously shoot. If not, it's fine. Okay, Ahagora is visible, so I'm gonna start, going backwards now. I don't want people to keep shooting me. If possible, it's best if you can see like one enemy, and so that everyone on your team gets to shoot that one guy. Then you pick the next one, the next one, the next one, so that the entire enemy team can't shoot you in return. Although usually it doesn't happen, but that's the case for me. Like, other enemies couldn't shoot me, only that one guy. Also, I obviously swapped to AP because that Hagura was going broadside on. And like, the only ways to turn would be to turn into the island or towards us, which would make AP ineffective, and both of those would lead to a fairly quick loss. Also nice, 15,000 damage on that salvo. So I think this Hagura will be finished at this point. I guess the Phoenix is the next target. I might have to move my ship a bit forward. I don't really want to do that all that much though, because of the constant torpedoes that are shot. I feel like this Phoenix isn't going full speed, so I might need to like adjust a bit. Okay, Phoenix is gone. Unfortunately, I didn't get to kill it, which is sad. So Königsberg is coming out next. Like, this is like textbook what you would want. You want only one enemy to be able to shoot you, you know, because that enables you to shoot them back, while most of your team can shoot them as well, whereas the enemies shouldn't be able to do that. That's what you're planning to do. Unfortunately, well, the enemy team did go and cap the D cap. This does mean that their side on the A cap is much weaker than us, because we have our entire team over here, and the enemies definitely do not. So if we really wanted, we could all go out and just crush them, but I think that would lead to way more losses than people would be comfortable with, so they probably aren't gonna do that. Once that Ognavoy is chased out of the cap zone, I think we will be able to get this cap. then I will start reversing, because not getting hit is more important than getting some damage off, because we want to make sure that we actually get this cap zone. And after that, I guess we will have to turn around to go and defend B, because it's very likely that the enemies that went to D are going to wrap around and attack the B cap soon. So we will definitely have to meet them, as it seems rather unlikely that we will be pushing into the enemy cap zone at C. I still need to make sure I don't get hit. I don't want this... I don't want them to decap us. Okay, I think that Königsberg is gone now. Excellent. So, cap's gonna be done. I should tell my team to rally to B to defend, or push into C. Like either or, just don't stay at A. But I think it's better if we just go and defend. I'm not actually very smart in this situation. I could use the island right in front of me, like the one you can see, and keep shelling here, but I realized that a bit too late once I'm already past it, and well, can't exactly go back and use it then. But on the other hand, I can still shell the enemies. They're mostly cruisers, so AP is going to be incredibly effective if they keep showing broadside like they are. Oh my god, I missed. I think that guy has to turn away even more, because otherwise he's going to run into the island. I don't really think I should go out. Like, I should be behind an island. There are way too many enemies over there, so if they go out like that New York, I'm just gonna get focus fired and they'll die very quickly. I think that's going to be a bad idea. I guess the closest target is the Alba, so she is the best one. If I just stop here, I think that's okay, because I will be able to still shoot the Atlanta. And only the Atlanta, Alba, and oh my god, that's another battleship that came from D. Oh, it's New York. Okay, I think I'll be okay. I tell my team that I got a fire on the Congo, so that, you know, my teammates know that she used damage control partly, and they are picking a target. They will probably be oh, that's an Atlanta coming through the middle. I should get my guns on point on that Atlanta, because once she comes around the island, I think there's a good opportunity to AP her for lots of damage. Remember, we still haven't won the game yet, so we still need to play well. Okay, the Hagora came out first. I think she is the priority target then. Okay, excellent. She thought I was going full speed, so her salvo missed. I will start speeding up now, because I think that, you know, the Hagura realized I wasn't going full speed earlier. The reason why I slowed down again is I tried to do mind games, hoping that the Hagura would expect me to now go full speed, but I didn't. Didn't fool the Hagura, but it fooled the Atlanta. So I think it worked a little bit at least. Swapped again to AP for the Atlanta to AP the Citadel out of her. Let's see, first salvo, AP. And only 2 shells hit for 2 overpins. Well, that's rather disappointing, isn't it? Okay, let's try again. This time let's aim a tiny bit higher. Like, not exactly at waterline, but a bit above. Okay, this one was very good. 10,580 damage. Can't complain about that one, but unfortunately the Atlanta got behind the island, so I guess I need to swap targets. Sadly, that other Atlanta got taken out. So now I'm gonna just start reversing to put an island between me and the Congo, blah 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 blah, so that they don't focus fire me again. Because people really like shooting a Pepsi, so keeping an island between enemies is rather helpful. I'm gonna swap targets to the Congo for a moment, but I think I will have to swap back again soon to shoot the Atlanta, because I imagine she will pop out again. Okay, I didn't quite kill the Congo, but I'm certain my ally is excellent. Okay, Atlanta's popping out again, so let's give her a little present. Made of lead. The other reason why the Atlanta is an important focus target right now is because she's the only one capping B. Let's aim a tiny bit higher again, not quite at the waterline. The Atlanta really should be firing AP against me. Oh my god, overpens again. At least this time it was 6 of them. The Atlanta really should be firing AP. I think she would have already killed me if she had. It's okay though. Goodbye. Excellent. So, the cap zone is defended. At this point there's no threats whatsoever towards our victory. I think at least. Although I guess even earlier it was pretty much decided. So I guess the best target would be the Alba, but I don't know if I can really take a decent shot on her. I am broadside to a New York, but it seems she's shooting at other people. Although being broadside to that Alba is also quite dangerous. So we must deal with it. Swapping to HE again, so shooting the New York. This New York is rather undamaged, so that HE is gonna do massive damage. 6,000 damage. Think about it, that's more than 10% of her HP in an HE salvo. But that New York will be dealt with. Not with a press though, it's rather with shells made out of lead. But I guess the guns are some kind of a hydraulic system. Okay, 3,000 damage. This time it seems a lot of the superstructure stuff has already been damaged, so HE didn't deal as much damage, but all game's over. It was a short 13-minute game. I did well, really well, especially for a Pepsicola. I mean, it's 88,000 damage, 7 citadels. The 11,000 experience is mostly due to the camouflage upgrades and stuff. Look, I got 2,500 base experience. That's something to be really happy about in a Pepsicola, because she tends to not have that great games. Look at this, 64,000 damage with AP. Whereas I only did 23,000 with HE. Well, in terms of credits, I finally got my 4th commander point. So this means that I will finally be able to get either AFT or a DE, but I'm probably gonna get DE. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and also thanks to the patrons and patron. This time let's pick Tabex. No, let's go with Martin Wolf. Thank you very much for your support, and I hope I see you guys next time.